Day 75. Feel flattered by today's ladder. Our protocol today includes 2 trisets. We're gonna perform 1 repetition for each of those movements, and then we're gonna continuously add 1 rep every set to see how high you can climb the ladder. We're gonna perform 2 8-minute sets per triset. The second time you come back to the same triset, you're gonna pick up where you fell off the ladder during the first set. Movement 1 is a dynamic squat and reach. We're gonna place our hands down on the floor. We're gonna kick our legs out behind us and then back towards us, reaching up as high as we can through the shoulders. Hands go down, legs go out, legs go back, reach. We can also turn the dynamic aspect of this movement down a little bit by stepping, and reaching. Step, 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 reach. Movement 2 is a bent over row. You can either load 1 implement per arm or a unified implement. We're gonna get into a deep hip hinge position, and then we're gonna pull the shoulder blades up towards the side of the body, squeezing the elbows in to the side of the trunk. Movement 3, standing overhead press. You're gonna stand, dig your heels into the floor, dig your baby toe into the floor, and dig your big toe into the floor. You're then gonna squeeze your butt cheeks so that we protect the lower back. You can either have 2 implements or a unified implement. We're gonna press up overhead, trying to get the biceps next to the ears. Superset 2, movement 1, X plank. You've got some options here. Option number 1, wide base with the feet, getting into a tall plank position, lifting 1 arm up off the floor, tapping the opposite shoulder, ensuring that we're not swaying through the hips. Option 2, push up, tap, tap as 1 repetition. You can also perform this from the knees or from an elevated surface. Movement 2 is a deadlift. Depending on what you've got available to you will determine which variation you're gonna use. You can either go from the bottom up, placing your load slightly behind your footprint, hinging over, and then standing up to engage and squeeze those glutes. The other option here would be to load ourselves from the top down position with our feet in a bit more of a narrow stance, ensuring that the shoulder blades stay back and down, taking the knee out of the equation on this variation. And our final movement is a standing overhead tricep extension. We're gonna pivot from the elbows, bringing your weight down towards the back as far as you feel comfortable, and then back up so the arms are fully extended. We're gonna try to keep the elbows relatively tight to the head, kind of like you're a nutcracker and you're trying to squeeze the nut. Okay, you've seen the movements. So now set 1, 1 rep of everything. Set 2, 2 reps of everything, and so on. When you get back to that original tricep, pick up where you left off. If you felt flattered by today's ladder, you can give our video a thumbs up and consider subscribing to our channel.